All right, time for another podcast. Now the challenge here is I'm going to be doing this while driving. Probably not a good idea. And I'm also going to be checking the mail. And we're going to see. I'm waiting for my driver's license renewal to come in, and I don't know where it is. Usually it's in by now. I may have to call the DMV. All right, I'm going to have to go on radio silence for a second because I'm actually walking into a very small place. And I don't want it to look like I'm talking to myself. So there's going to be a weird, awkward pause at the beginning of this thing. And you know what? That's okay. We can't expect perfection, only greatness. Morning. All right, I'm done. Did you hear me say good morning to the guy? All right, so I think the theme of this podcast is here's how I'm a piece of crap. Here's why I'm a piece of crap. There's this lady, very kind, who's come to see me do stand-up, invited me to her wedding, and I think has been ill this year and hospitalized several times, had the worst year of her life, sends me a Christmas card. And do you think I sent her a Christmas card? You would be correct. I did not send her a Christmas card. So now I feel guilty that I didn't send her a Christmas card. And what should be an appreciation of a kind gesture, which is all that it is now, for me, another opportunity to hate myself. I should start sending Christmas cards to people who have the same neuroses I do, just to screw with them. And that should be in the Christmas card. Hey, I'm sending this to you because I know you didn't send me anything, and it's going to make you feel guilty, and I just want to revel in it. Merry Christmas. Should I say holiday card instead of Christmas card? I'm Jewish. I don't technically celebrate Christmas. Then again, I have no choice. Everything's closed. So I would argue that I do celebrate Christmas. If I didn't celebrate Christmas, I would do everything I do in a normal day when I don't celebrate Christmas. And that means have access to places that are normally open, that are not open on Christmas. So I guess I'm celebrating Christmas. Historic couple of days. Protesters breached Capitol Hill yesterday. People around me are depressed. I am excited, and that's probably because I'm the adult child of an alcoholic, and we crave excitement and drama. So this excitement is going to give way, hopefully, to depression shortly. I'm tracking it, people. I'm tracking it. All right, tricky maneuver. Got to get into the left lane now. But Unfortunately, the person behind me needs to get into the right lane, and I think if we work together, we can get our goals. Or the person behind me just has their turn signal on for no reason, which is what increasingly that appears to be. Is this person still behind me with the turn signal on? Yes. Yes, they are. All right, well, you know what, guys? It's hard to have your head in the game right now. It's a tough moment in the United States history. They were saying on the news the Capitol had not been breached like this since 1814. 1814. That was a good run of not having the Capitol breached. And now it is breached. The last people to breach the Capitol were the British. We're not winning this one. Hasn't been a good streak. Overactive bladder is causing a problem, but I continue to drink caffeine, so it will continue to be a problem, and I will continue to go, is this the end? Does this mean I'm going to die? All right, now there's a guy who's, I don't know what I think he tried to cross the street, now he's trying to cross the other way. He keeps hitting the buttons. He's at a crossroads, people. He's at a literal crossroads. I can hardly blame him. I don't know which direction to go either. Where's my DMV renewal? Are they even opened? Do we even have a government? They're going to recall Gavin Newsom, or they're trying to recall Gavin Newsom. Do we even have a governor right now? I usually don't get political, because I'm afraid of alienating people, because I'm a people pleaser. Well, I'm tired of being a people pleaser, people. I'm going to be honest with you. I voted for Biden reluctantly. The sad thing about Biden, I don't think he's a great campaigner, but the sad thing is that you have to be a good campaigner. And even though you might be a really great president, it doesn't matter if you don't look good on TV. So with luck, the guy will be a great president. I used to firmly say I was a Democrat. Now I'm not. I don't want to align myself with anybody. I don't want to call myself anything, because I hate them all. And I'm also frustrated because there's things on both sides that I'm interested in. I mean, for the social stuff, Democrat. Pro-choice. And is that the only thing? No, there's other stuff. I can't think of it right now, but there's all the other social issues. Oh yeah, right. Pro-gay marriage. Rights for LGBTQ. All that stuff. Way more Democrat. And the thing about the Republican stuff that interests me, which I guess is more libertarian, is some of the elements of economy. And I don't even know if that even holds water. I mean, technically, wouldn't the Republicans have not done any stimulus? Like, if they're really adhering to the ideology of, free market, limited government, wouldn't they wouldn't have done any stimulus. And yet they were the first ones, Trump threw out that stimulus check. So I'm really confused. I thought they would have been opposite that. So I don't even know what these people are. It's hard to embrace anything Republican when the president retweets something that was tweeted by the KKK. I don't think I'm very popular with the KKK. So I'm a little worried about that. Look at me expressing my opinions to the 4 people listening. I'm stressed over what's going on with my parents right now. I'm worried about them. My mother specifically. Worried. I hear she's sleeping a lot, falling a lot. And but I'm resolute in my belief that I don't, I feel like everyone else in the family, their knee-jerk reaction is to go in and try to help. And the irony is, I think, in my mother's case, that only makes things worse. I don't think she wants help. I think she wants autonomy and she wants to make her own decisions. Which is good news for me, because it means I have to do less. So now I can feel guilty about not doing enough to help. And while we're at it, I can throw in feeling guilty about not being rich enough to just say, hey, what do you need? I'll cut you a check. Because I'm out here pursuing my dream of stand-up comedy in an era where literally it kills people to do stand-up comedy. Dark times in LA. 1 in 5 people have coronavirus. Which probably means 4 out of 5 people in LA have coronavirus. Everyone in LA has it. It is now the epicenter of the epidemic. And I have no idea what to do about that, other than podcast. Grandpa, what did you do during the coronavirus outbreak? Well, it was a scary time, but I maintained my composure and I continued to podcast. Grandpa, is it true that you, in spite of the fact that the coronavirus was raging across the nation and the country was racked in what could very well be the next civil war, is it true that you continued producing 3 TikTok videos a day? Yes, it is, son. Yes, it is. I kept a stiff upper lip and made commentary videos about video games from the 1990s. And that, my children and grandchildren, is why I am a true American. Driven by a company called Amerigold Logistics. Can't call it Ameribronze Logistics. We don't want bronze. Amerigold Logistics. Amerigold Logistics. I wonder what they're logical about. What do they do? You walk in, they go, we're good with logic. Oh, well, this person gave me a Christmas card. I didn't get them anything. I feel kind of guilty about it. Did they ask you to send them a Christmas card? No. Then don't feel guilty about it. Thank you, Amerigold Logic, for setting my mind straight. Amerigold Logistics. We help you think, because you're a moron. Amerigold Logistics. I am recording a podcast, but I need to go run an errand. What should I do? How about start the podcast after you run the errand, instead of starting the podcast with a pause? Thanks, Amerigold Logistics. Amerigold Logistics, because I'm a moron. All right, we did it. I think that was about 20 minutes, wasn't it? 16 minutes. That's how much traffic there is not. Well, do I keep going to make sure that it's the full 20, even though the industry standard is an hour? Do I continue doing the full 20? I think this is good enough. Let's end on a high note.